Hey guys, great post, Drew. Absolutely love the issues list. It's been very powerful for our business. And of course, I am a whiteboard fanatic. So you come in, you see whiteboards everywhere in our office. And yeah, the roll-up papers worked really great because I can kind of put up a whiteboard anywhere. I can almost turn any surface into a whiteboard. So it's been really great. But let me tell you the next step, the next evolution of the issues list and how to actually digitize it and manage it, and you can actually do that inside of the REI Blackbook platform. Okay, so this is going to become critical, especially as your team starts growing and you need to kind of centralize, at least have a central location of the issues list that everybody needs access to. Okay, so let me kind of show you what we've done, and let's get in, and I'm going to pop into team task. All right, so team tasks. So here's what I want you guys to realize. Over here on projects, projects do not have to be tied to a contact or property or anything else. I know we've talked about that before, but this I think will help give some context to that and make sense of how you can use this project. So what we do is we come over here and we create a little issues list. All right, and then you can name it if you want, project description, but not really important. So from here, here's what I want to be able to do from here. I'm actually going to create a handful of sections. I'm going to create this week. All right. I'm going to add short term. And I'm going to add long term as well. All right. And so here's kind of what we do. Drag and drop these any way you want. And I'm just going to add some issues here. Issue 1. Issue 2, issue 3. Okay, so all of those issues here, and so now we can actually come in here and issue 1, that's more of a long-term issue. This is a long-term issue, and then issue 3, that was kind of a short-term issue. As you can imagine, these are going to grow. It's going to grow pretty quickly, right? So we probably have a list of 100 plus issues in our issues list. Okay. So it does get hard to prioritize. And as you guys know, in the level 10 meeting, what you're supposed to do is once you get to your issues, you're supposed to identify, discuss, and solve. What we found is even though we've got our long issues list, prioritizing those can be difficult and become a challenge. So what I actually ask the leadership team to do before they come into the level 10 meeting, so we do ours at Thursday at 1 o'clock. So before they come in for the leadership meeting, I ask them to go into the issues list and review it. And I want them to take their top issue from each department for each leader. I want them to take their top issue and I want them to drag it to this week. Okay. So those are the items that are like you're facing that are critical, right? And you could call it this week, you can call it critical, whatever you want to call it. We actually do call ours this week. So whenever we go into the level 10 leadership meeting, we actually know exactly what the issues are that we are going to discuss, and then we prioritize those because honestly you may not get to all 5, right? So we might have 5 issues that we got to attack this week, and so then as a leadership team we just identify and discuss, solve one at a time. But that does help us. Now from there, what that typically does is this issue may become a project. All right, so then it's like, okay, issue number 3, it is we've got to get a bandit sign on wheels manager. I think I saw that on one of the issues lists. So now we come over, we create a project, BSOW manager. And now I would not create a project, candidly, unless you had lots of tasks associated with it, right? So now it's like, okay, bandit sign on wheels manager, that's 5 things that we got to get done, and we need to create those tasks and assign them to the team, okay? And so now all of those are here, and then I take it off of the issues list. All right. Now it could be a small issue, and that's totally fine too. So then if it's a smaller issue and doesn't need its own project, then candidly we just click on it here and we start commenting until the daggum things, we go ahead and assign it to somebody and give it a due date, and then we can actually carry on a conversation log here so that we can stay up to date on that particular issue. Okay. So this is kind of the next evolution. Now we still do the whiteboards. I want to be very clear. Whiteboards are great to brain dump, right? We get everybody in the room, especially on the quarterly basis, and we kind of reevaluate our issues list. Now, also, the way we've got it set up is the issues list, anybody can go in and add an issue. So anybody can go in and add an issue, and they typically are going to drop them in either on long term or short term. And then again, the leadership team is going to go in and start dragging and dropping to this week so we know what our priorities are. All right. So just some thoughts. I know this may feel like overkill if it's just you and a partner right now, or just you solo. Um, Frankly, if it's just you solo, I mean, this is just get it out of your head. Make sure it's digitized, it's saved. But as you start growing your team, guys, this is going to become critical that you can actually manage these types of things. Okay, cool. Hope this helps. Thanks so much.